Hindi pa.
Ayan. Okay na.
Yeah.
And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening here in Canada. Good morning in Australia and good afternoon in other parts of the world. Wilma here coming to you live from Edmonton. Once again, I'm back with my very special guest from Australia. But before that, I would like to introduce myself first for those of you who may be first time on my business page. This is Wilma. I am originally from the Philippines but now living here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am working full-time as a caregiver and I'm running my digital business as my part-time, my side hustle. And in case you may be wondering kung it's your first time to be on my business page and wondering what is it that I am doing. So I am, as I said, I'm running my own digital business. So I mentor people who are seriously interested in running their own online business. I teach people, guide people to run their successful or set up their business. And we're doing this live interview series to inspire you, to inform you what is it that we are doing, and maybe you encounter in your newsfeed, in your Facebook, doing live like this, and you're wondering. So we would like to share with you about our journey in our online space, working uh, part-time or maybe full-time for some other business owners, and to give you an idea how to start an online business, how to look for a legit one. And this is our way of letting you know that there's a bigger opportunity working in the online space apart from working full-time if you are working full-time. So now I would like to help me welcome my guest from Australia. He's a very young entrepreneur. I'm gonna let him in. Okay, there you go.
Hi
Hello,
there.
Musta?
Hi. Hello, mabuti, mabuti.
Yes, and welcome. I'm so happy you were able to visit my business page.
Thank you. Maraming salamat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Pero magandang umaga. I am broadcasting live from Perth, Western Australia. Thank you very much for the invite.
Yes, all right. And for our audience, in case you wanted to ask question or comment, you are welcome to do so, and so we can acknowledge you. And so JC is in Australia, in Perth, Australia exactly, and I'm in Edmonton. And so the time difference is exactly opposite, but we are able
Sure.
because the online uh, the power of the online business or the internet, we were able to connect with
Yeah,
each other, although the time difference is exactly different. All right.
true.
So for the first, I'd like to ask you who is JC for the before you jump into the online business, what were you doing? Who are you?
Sure. So my name is JC Caridad. Originally from the Philippines. Galing po ako sa Pilipinas. And I'm an emergency nurse by profession. I work here in a few emergency hospitals here in Perth, Western Australia. Before that, so I'm already an emergency nurse. And during the pandemic, we were well, it's still a pandemic, but I'd like to think that it's a tailgate of the pandemic. We're still very busy right now with the influx of patients, with the continuous increase of cases on and off. So yeah.
All right, emergency nurse. How long have you been in Australia and working as a nurse?
As a nurse, I think I'm already a nurse for over 2 decades. After graduating in the Philippines, I did a few years in Manila. Um, and then after that, I worked in Dubai, in United Arab Emirates. I stayed there for about 5 years, and then I jumped into New Zealand, specifically in Auckland and Wellington. I stayed there for about 4 years. Then after that, I moved to Sydney before finally settling down and buying my own home here in Perth, Western Australia. So I think it's safe to say that I've used my nursing career sort of as a passport to be able to travel around and to work in different countries and different parts of the world.
All right. It's been a long journey as a nurse.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So what makes you jump in the digital space? You are working. You must be a. Your work is you're settled, a nice job. Why
Mm.
did you? There must be a compelling reason. Why did you do such a thing? It's a big change for
Well,
you.
true, it is a very big change, and it is very true that nurses earn a lucrative salary. But we also are facing enormous amounts of stress and pressure at work, especially like I've said, in the last 2 years during the with the pandemic, we have been facing a lot of emotional burnouts on the floor. Everyone's pushing and pressuring us to perform better, despite the fact that we're always and constantly understaffed. A lot of our nurses have even left the service just because of fear and
Mhm.
issues with COVID. So I was trying to last year I was trying to look for something that's different from nursing. But even as a younger version of me, I've always been into looking at the different streams of income. I also have a property investment in the Philippines and here in Australia. I'm also into stocks and bonds. So I've always been interested, even as a young person, about on how to earn more. I
Mhm.
wasn't just reliant on what my paycheck as a nurse gives me. So. But last year, going back, I was looking for something that's different, something that I could do the comfort in the safety of my own home, which is, of course, during the pandemic, everyone was doing work from home. So this business was the right business for me.
All right. So as you mentioned, when you were young, you were really interested into earning more, having a
Yeah.
business of your own. So in your family, is there any uh, business background in your
No, we don't have
family?
any business
No.
background. Most of us are nurses in the family. My mother is a nurse. My sister's a nurse. My father is an accountant. And
Mhm.
even in the nursing curriculum, we don't have any business courses. But the good news is with this digital business, you don't need any experience at all. You don't need any business background or any business experience at all because everything's already set up for you. It's a plug and play system. All you need to do is to jump in, to join in, and use the systems. The systems and the tools have been proven effective and have been there and very, very effective for over 200,000 successful digital business owners around the world. So, yeah.
So you're a nurse, so your duty is shifting, right? Not,
Correct. I work in different shifts in morning, evenings, and
yeah.
nights. I also work during weekends and even public holidays. And even before that, before jumping on the digital business, I really used to request to work on nights and the afternoons, weekends, public holidays, just to earn more and just to earn
Mhm.
extra. And as a nurse, that's always the plan B of the nurses, just to pick up another shift, just to do
Yeah.
overtime. And I think that goes on. That also goes with other professions as well, especially with Filipinos. Ang ating plan B sa buhay ay kumuha ng extra na shift palagi or mag-overtime. But actually, hindi it's not a good plan B. Why? Because you're there for more hours. Pagod na pagod ka, kaya pag uwi mo sa bahay, pagod na pagod ka. And then the next day, you're gonna be working again in shifts.
Mhm.
So you'd end up burned out kung hindi man magkakasakit ka.
That's right.
Mm.
More on physical and emotional
True, it's
stress.
manual labor. Correct.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So was it hard? How hard it for you to run the business, considering that you're working shifting hours?
It's not hard because the systems are there already. Like I've said, in this business, you don't. The problem because with starting your own business is that lalo na if you're doing it on your own, you don't have guidance or you have to do research. You have to do a lot of things on your own, and ending mas gumagastos ka pa. But in this digital business, everything is already there. It's already set up. The tools and systems are already there. And these tools and systems talagang gumagana, are really proven. So all you need to do is talagang gawin mo lang yung training. And the training itself is video-based training. It's easy to follow and it's created in short sections. So po pwede mo siyang balikan tomorrow, whenever, next off mo or next weekend, whenever you're available. And in this digital business, nobody is going to pressure you. You are your own boss and you are going to set your own targets. You're going to set your own goals. As an emergency nurse, I think my only struggle was when starting because last year it was the time of lockdowns here in Perth. So talagang mahirap. Only, as you know, only a very little few professions are allowed to go out. And of course, mas marami din yung cases namin last year. But I think that time, yun lang talaga yung biggest struggle ko. But again, dahil easy to follow yung video based training, so naging madali sa akin. The hard part was only trying to find time for my busy roster, but now it's very easy to manage it just with the use of my mobile phone. I can bring it anywhere as long as there's internet. And sa panahon ngayon, saang lugar ba ang walang internet, 'di ba? Every one of us have data in our own phones. And with this digital business, I don't have to sit in front of the laptop for 4 hours, for 6 hours a day, for 8 hours, para lang kumita because it's automated systems. That means your digital business will continues to run kahit anong ginagawa mo. Even right now that we're doing this live chat, our own businesses are running in the background. So kahit na if you're on your days off, natutulog ka, you're going to the park to walk, to going to the gym, or maglalaba ka, you're going to the movies, visit your friends and families, or you're taking care with your children, gumagana ang business mo. And even while you're at work, it's still running. Kaya maganda siya talaga.
Alright, totoo yan. So for the audience, yeah, for my excuse me, for my follower or following my page, you may notice that my in my previous interviews mostly are women.
Mm.
Now it's couple of weeks only that I changed. I said I wanna learn something new from the male perspective. Why are they also moving in the online space? Because for us, for the women, we have reason, like all of us are reason, but for the ladies, especially the mommies who wants to work, earn while taking care of their children, in our community, there are many women, but there are also many men. And I wanted to get some information or knowledge from you guys. And I'm so impressed because when I found you in one of our uh, digital business owner from their page, I saw you there and said, not just you and the other one, Ryan. I said, oh, they were so young. I'm so impressed and very happy for you guys because you're
Thank you.
learning the business at the very young age. And but by the time you older, you're already settled, especially when you have your own family, your kids.
Mm. True,
Yeah,
true.
and that's what we are doing in this interview because we wanted to like share with other people for those who are watching us, are young or old, not so young, you can do this business. Any there's no age limit nor requirement, no
True. And
diploma
it's
needed.
never too young. It's never too young to earn more. And if you
Yeah.
can earn more, bakit hindi, 'di ba? Wag nating i-allow na yung numbers sa paycheck natin ang magdikta ng future natin. If you're on a profession that earns good, that's good for you. But regardless of your paycheck, regardless of the amount of salary that you have every month or every fortnight, time and time again in the last 2 years, the world has proven that nobody is indispensable. Maaari kang mawalan ng trabaho, napakadali lang. O pwede kang ma-lay off, o pwede kang magkasakit. Worse, pwede ka pang mamatay. So, kung pwede mong doblehin ang kita mo, bakit hindi, di ba? So that way, you could reach your goals, you could reach your target, mas mabilis.
All right. For some people, they're like having an side hustle as their backup. But this for us, this is not just our backup. This would be our plan A in the near future.
Exactly, exactly. That's right. You said it right. This is a plan B as for now. So that means it's a side hustle. You could focus on your main job and then you run it in the background as a plan B. But this digital business has the potential to become also your plan A. So maaari mo siya maging main source of income later on because it has the capacity to become a passive income, which is a pinakamagandang type of income that we could have.
Okay. And for our audience who may be wondering or thinking already and wanted to know, paano ba mag-start ng online business? What are we going to do? What's the first step?
So the first step is to sign up for a free webinar. Libre po siya. It's a complimentary. It doesn't cost you anything. What it costs you will be your time. It's a 90 minutes complimentary webinar that you have to sign up. Just use your name and your email. Yeah, you could check our own websites. We both have different websites, and it all starts from there. And then from there, you watch it, and then mas matututunan mo kung ano yung digital business na ito. And then if you're interested, there's a refundable 149. That's a money back guarantee for 30 days. And if you continue, you will be a member of our private page group in Facebook. Doon nyo mas makikita, mas ma-realize kung ano yung possibilities ng negosyong ito. There, you will meet over 200,000 successful digital business owners around the world. And I tell you, you will really, really see and understand and realize for yourself kung kaano kalaki ang pwede mong makita, ang kitain dito sa negosyong ito. After that, there's also what we call a pre-coaching video. It's an in-depth discussion more about the business model. So there's a 30 days money back guarantee. Walang mawawala sa'yo because we could refund it easily. No pressure, walang magtatanong bakit, at walang magagalit sa iyo. And then after that, if you continue, then that's when you could start your training, and then like us, you will become also digital business owners. Another thing is also you could also reach out to anyone of us on our Facebook business pages. Message us. We'd love to hear from you. Kung may mga tanong kayo, kung medyo skeptic pa kayo, kung it's pretty good. It's pretty normal. But there's so many ways to reach out to any one of us.
Yeah, and you can see on our screen our website, like his website, www.jccaridadnurseboss.com. And for myself, www.wilmasjeng.com. And so, nabanggit na nga niya, ang para kayo makapag-start is just to watch the webinar. Same webinar na pinanood namin bago kami nag-start ng business na ito. And there's nothing to worry if in case you are gonna say na I don't have an experience, I'm not a tech savvy. Don't worry because we are not tech savvy myself also. I only know how to
True.
browse my phone, email, just like that. But because of our training, we were able to set up our business because of we have a personal mentor and a coach that will guide you on your way to launch your business. So that's it, guys. And just a parting words for the audience to encourage them or maybe scared. Is there any words that you can say?
Um, to anyone who's fence sitting, who's scared, who's skeptic, that's pretty normal. Talagang nakakatakot ang mundo ngayon, hindi ba? Pero mas nakakatakot yung gumising na yung sahod mo lang, yung sweldo mo lang, that's the only thing that you're trusting. Mas nakakatakot yung wala kang plan B. Mas nakakatakot yung wala kang backup plan. Yun ang talagang nakakatakot. Sa mundong ito, ang dami nang nangyayari. May mga gera, there's fuel price hikes, there's inflation, ang dami. And there's so much uncertainties in the world right now. So for all the skeptics, it's pretty normal. I was also a skeptic last year before I started. But I did my due diligence. I researched, I asked more, I checked. Ganun talaga. Siyempre, investment, di ba? Any business requires a capital. Siyempre, mahirap ang buhay ngayon. So, kailangan mo talagang mag-research bago ka tumalon sa kung ano yung gusto mong negosyo. But it's pretty normal. But I suggest and I encourage you to also do your own diligence. for me, kasi noon, last year, I wanted to have a business that's not a pyramid, that's not an MLM or a networking scheme, or neither not an quick reach schemes. I've also been a victim of such, especially in the Philippines. Napakadami talaga ng mga investment scams. Even last year, I was also a victim prior to starting to this. But we all have to move on. We all have to learn from our experiences and, rise to become better persons. And now I'm very, very glad that I'm doing this digital business. My only wish is sana mas nagawa ko siya or mas nagawa ko siya dati pa, a few years ago. Katulad ni Ma'am Wilma, who has been doing it for 3 years. How I wish I was doing it for 3 years already, because it's really a lucrative, it's legal, we pay taxes, it's legit. It's an automated business, it's digital, of course. The training is provided. Like I've said earlier, the systems and the tools are very easy to follow, and it's already proven to be effective. The support is there. You will have your own coach, you will have your own mentor, plus the support of over 200,000 successful digital business owners that continues to grow. Araw-araw padami ng padami ang sumasali nitong digital business na ito. And this digital business also crosses countries, crosses boundaries, crosses language. Name any countries, I'm pretty sure we're all there. Name any language, I'm pretty sure everyone, meron kaming digital business owner. It crosses obviously genders, professions. We have doctors, pilots, nurses, hanggang truck drivers to nannies who are doing this digital business. So it doesn't matter magaling ka sa English o hindi. It really doesn't matter. What matters is you're coachable, you're focused, your mindset, and you're positive always. Yun ang that will make you successful. I think, and that's applicable in any way in life, in general.
Alright, sinasabi mo na lahat mostly. Thank you for that.
Thank
Yes,
you.
as JC have mentioned already, all you have to do is do your due diligence to avoid the scammer. Because we
True.
ourselves are scared also. You may not see us here if we were been scamming.
Sure.
That's my very first thing that I check is, can I find my tax with this business?
Exactly.
Because
Mm.
if I can, then it's certainly a legit business.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And if we're a scam, we wouldn't be opening our faces, our stories to the world. We wouldn't be showing our faces to the world. Most of the scams will be talking to robots. You'll be
mhm,
talking to stock photos. Walang taong sasagot sa iyo because they're hiding. But here, no one's hiding. Instead, we are supporting each other.
that's right. I just want to say hi to Chica. She's also in Adelaide,
Australia,
Australia.
South
Maybe you
Australia.
met her before. I don't know. All right. I want to say thank you for
You're welcome. You're welcome,
visiting
and
on
thank
my
you very much.
page. I'm glad I met you, although it's
True.
virtual.
Likewise.
Who knows? I might visit my cousin someday and I might see you there.
True, true, true. I might be going to
Yes.
Canada this year, so let's see.
Yeah, this is the nice thing in our global community because anywhere you go, there's a digital business owner. Yet it's possible that you might meet them.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you and bye. And thank you for
Thank you very
those
much.
who are watching and maybe watching this replay. Thank you and goodbye.
Stay safe. Bye.
Bye. God bless.